Breaking news. Fellow Biafrans. Ore jigo kwa o. Yawa will go na mbabu. If you take a closer look at the internet, you will find out that a video have been trending. The first is Angel Makeup, who showcased from nowhere. The second one now is Gentle the Yahoo. And according to the information and also according to the video he posted on X, or rather he shared and somebody posted it on X, he made mention of Ngozi Orabeze. He want them to work together in closeness, blah 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 blah, kiniko. My brothers, I go on Africa. You know, one thing that baffles me most is the level that they are using our people to stop this movement. Nigerian military came up and told us that these guys have been arrested. In fact, we thought that these two guys is dead. After they did that open shenanigans of shooting 3 guys or firing 3 guys that they used against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it seems like each time there is a good news about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, these guys will come out from nowhere. Now, they have tried using Ogechukwu Nkele to distract Ngozi Orabeze. It's not working. Now, he have to do it by his own self to come out and say he want to work together. I am seeing this guy as a spy and also a betrayer who is going to rubbish what we are doing. The moment he made that confession that they are working with Hope Uzodinma, or rather they have been in meeting with Hope Uzodinma and his henchmen, that is when I remove my hand from anything that got to do with the so-called Angel Makeup or Igwe Butuzo, or a Gentle the Yahoo. But anyway, sir, let me just share this little clip with you. We have 2 information that we are going to look into. Another one is a strategic warning to Biafrans. Please, they say you should shun any gun dancing groups on social media to protect global image. It is very, very correct. Not anywhere you see somebody carrying gun, now you begin to comment, you begin to cheer the person, you begin to, hey, now we. My brothers, may we curtail ourselves. Because every ID that make any comment on social media, I repeat, every ID, they know who owns it, they know where it's coming from, and they know the location that produces that message. So let us be mindful, just like the message they put out there, that you should do what? You should shun any gun dancing groups on social media, most especially those ones who keep on commenting on Gentle the Yahoo, Gentle the Gmail, or Angel Makeup. My brother, my sister, be very, very warned. Okay, let us listen to the clip, and then the first clip, and then we'll come back for dissection of the message, and also the second clip follows. So please help me to share this message. Let it go viral. Like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe for more interesting videos coming your way. If you don't mind, let's go there.
In a dramatic twist that has ignited widespread debate across Nigeria and beyond, Ifeanyi Eze Okorienta, better known as Gentle the Yahoo, a prominent figure associated with the autopilot Biafra agitation and its armed wing, the Biafra Liberation Army, has appeared in a viral video proclaiming his survival and good health. This emergence comes months after the Nigerian military publicly claimed to have neutralized key leaders during operations in Imo State, raising serious questions about the accuracy of official narratives and sparking speculations that insecurity in the southeast may be orchestrated or exaggerated by elements within the federal government to justify crackdowns or political maneuvers. The video, shared on social media on January 29, 2026, shows Gentle the Yahoo in a forested setting, dressed in camouflage, energetically gesturing, and even performing what appears to be celebratory movements. In the footage, he emphatically states that he is back and healthy, dismissing reports of his demise or capture. He further asserts that all commanders under his purview are alive and well, directly contradicting military assertions from September 2025.
Iya wata baranoze Erika. Afufum tara Erika. Iya iga bigare Erika.
YouTube, please, your admin, the robot, and anyone that is in charge of cross-checking the videos, please, any background music on this message, I have no right to the copyright of it, so please disregard any background music. I repeat, disregard any background music. I have no right to the copyright of it, and I am not intended to copyright this news, so please disregard it. What I record is the news that came from this and not the background music. So please, let us continue.
This is not an isolated incident. Just last week, another high-profile commander, known as Angel Makeup, or Brigadier General Angel Makeup, surfaced in a similar video, debunking claims of his death and reinforcing the narrative of resilience among Biafran fighters. Rewind to September 2025. The Nigerian Defense Headquarters announced a major operation in Ehube, Okigwe local government area of Imo State, targeting what they described as a terror kingpin. Troops from the 34 Artillery Brigade, in collaboration with other security agencies, raided a hideout, recovering weapons, ammunition, military uniforms, and a vehicle dismantling workshop. The military confirmed the capture of Gentle Yahoo, portraying it as a significant blow to IPOB ESN operations. Reports celebrated the arrest, with some outlets noting jubilation in local communities weary of violence.
Now, the Joint Task Force Southeast Operation Udok. Troops of Operation Udok have sustained offensive posture throughout the week under review. Between 8th to 13th October, they conducted offensive operations and arrested a suspected IPOB ESN terrorist commander identified as Gentle, who was on troops wanted list along 8 other criminals in Owerri West and Maitoli local government areas of Imo State, as well as Izzi and Ahochukwu local government area of Igbo State. So weapons, ammunition, and vehicles were also recovered.
However, inconsistencies quickly emerged. While initial statements focused on capture, some accounts blurred the lines, suggesting Gentle might have been among those killed in the raid. More pointedly, the military claimed to have neutralized Gentle's deputy, Angel Makeup, along with several others during the operation. Fact-checking report like Emeka Gifts official dismissed early viral reports of Gentle's arrest as false and fabricated, noting a lack of verification from credible sources. This pattern of unverified claims has fueled skepticism, with critics arguing that the military's announcements serve more as propaganda than factual reporting. Angel Makeup's reappearance last week amplified these doubts. In his video, released around January 20th, 2026, he appears calm and unarmed, directly addressing rumors of his elimination and calling for international attention to the Biafran cause. He echoes Gentle's sentiments, insisting that key figures remain operational. Online reactions have been fervent, with users questioning the military's credibility and demanding clarifications.
No matter your time, location, and your time frame, from where you are watching me from, today is 20th of January 2026. I have come with information, with an update. But before I will proceed, I will never forget to give honor to whom honor is due. In the person of Chief of Armed Forces, in the person of General Igwe Dodoza. As you are hearing this information is coming from his office.
The resurfacing of these commanders has not only exposed potential flaws in military intelligence, but has also drawn wide speculation about the roots of insecurity in Nigeria's southeast. Pro-Biafran advocates and neutral observers alike suggest that the region's unrest, marked by attacks on security forces, kidnappings, and communal clashes may be sponsored or exacerbated by the federal government to discredit the genuine Biafra freedom movement and maintain control. Critics point to a history of alleged state-backed, unknown gunmen operations, where violence is attributed to IPOB to justify heavy-handed responses, including extrajudicial killings and property destruction. Gentle de Yahoo's background adds layers to this narrative. Once involved in local land disputes, he reportedly escalated to banditry and agitation leadership, becoming a symbol of resistance in Imo State. His alleged capture was hailed as a breakthrough in curbing insecurity, yet his video suggests otherwise, prompting questions. Was he ever truly apprehended, or was the operation a staged event to boost military morale and public perception? Similarly, Angel Makeup's death was announced amid claims of neutralizing threats, only for him to re-emerge, potentially indicating inflated body counts or misidentification to claim victories. These discrepancies align with broader allegations of government involvement in regional instability. Some argue that by propagating false narratives of eliminating threats, authorities create a cycle of violence that sustains military presence and diverts attention from economic grievances. As one ex-user noted in response to Gentle's video, the Nigerian military said that Gentle de Yahoo and his cohorts has been killed. Then suddenly, they surfaced immediately the rumor to disintegrate Nigeria. This timing, coinciding with renewed calls for Biafran self-determination, has led to theories that such resurrections expose a deliberate strategy to manipulate public opinion. The reappearance of Gentle de Yahoo and Angel Makeup could signal a resurgence in agitation activities, potentially escalating tensions in an already volatile region. For residents of Imo and surrounding states, the cycle of claims and counterclaims breeds fear and distrust, with communities caught between militant actions and military reprisals. Internationally, these events highlight Nigeria's ongoing struggle with agitation movements, drawing parallels to other global conflicts where state narratives clash with on-ground realities. As calls grow for transparency from the Nigerian military, the truth remains elusive. Are these commanders truly untouchable, or are official reports riddled with errors or worse, intentional deceptions? One thing is clear. The viral videos have not only debunked death claims, but have also exposed cracks in the government's security strategy, lending credence to speculations of sponsored insecurity. Until verifiable evidence emerges, the Southeast's turmoil will continue to be shrouded in suspicion.
That is the end of the first clip. Let us listen to the second clip. And as you are watching, please kindly subscribe, like, share, comment, and keep following us on all our social media handles. And we must follow you back as you do that. So please, listen to this clip of strategic warning to Biafrans. You have to shun gun dancing groups on social media to protect the Biafra in global image.
In recent developments surrounding the Biafra independence movement, a cautionary message has been circulating among supporters, emphasizing the need for restraint and discernment. The advisory urges individuals to prioritize wisdom over emotion when engaging with the cause, highlighting the importance of carefully monitoring evolving situations. It stresses that not all voices proclaiming allegiance to Biafra genuinely represent its interests, advising vigilance against potential infiltrators or misleading elements within the discourse. The message specifically warns against associating with groups that publicly display firearms on social media platforms, describing such actions as detrimental to Biafra's global image. It labels the parading of weapons, even in celebratory contexts, as a significant red flag that could undermine the M's credibility. Supporters are encouraged to keep any equipment or resources private and off public view, to avoid providing ammunition for critics or adversaries. Furthermore, the advisory raises suspicions about the origins of certain armed groups that have recently emerged, suggesting they may be orchestrated by the Nigerian government to tarnish Biafra's reputation internationally. It points to the timing of these appearances, coinciding with reports of external pressures, including the U.S. efforts to suggest division as part of solution to the ongoing slaughter of Christians in Nigeria. In conclusion, the message calls for heightened alertness to prevent falling prey to such tactics, asserting that true progress toward Biafra's realization requires strategic patience and unity. It reinforces the notion that authentic advocacy should focus on constructive actions rather than provocative displays, urging the community to safeguard the movement's integrity amid ongoing geopolitical shifts. The message read in full: do not be emotional. Let wisdom control you. Monitor the situation carefully. It is not everyone who shouts Biafra that truly represents Biafra. Avoid any group that dances with guns in the name of Biafra on social media. That is a red flag for the image of Biafra. Even if you have the best equipment, keep it off social media. Be on alert and don't fall victim to a group set up by Nigerian government to ridicule Biafra global image. Biafra is already at hand. America is pushing the possibility of dividing Nigeria. Why all of a sudden, group from nowhere started parading guns on social media in the name of Biafra. That is a dent to Biafra image, a red flag for international community. Never you fall for that.
Okay, as the message might sound somehow, but this last message really preached a lot. Suddenly, America is pushing for Biafra to get their independence. A lot of armed groups now have full internet, shouting left, right, and center, up and down, how they are this and how they are that, calling the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafrans. And they know what Nigerian government cannot do does not exist. So, as the speaker said, you should shun any gun dancing groups on social media, most especially you, the Igbos, the Biafrans, who believed on the ideology of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa with Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Have a nice day. I'm a regular continue to bless you, prosper you, and meet you at every point of your need. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.